Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Coffee Talk, Hibiscus and Butterfly. If you didn't see the previous episode, you can watch it right here, including the playlist and the playlist of Midnight Chillings, because it's Midnight Chillings, where we always have this kind of light on. Now currently you may notice, hey, there's no light in the background. Well, that is because my LED, RGB, whatever it is, lights broke again. So yeah, that's I mean, they still work, but like if the moment I try to control it, it doesn't want to turn on or well, it just flickers all time, flickering. It is very annoying, and I cannot turn it off. Not a very good thing, right? So yeah, welcome back to the Evening Whispers. Today it's Monday, October 2nd, 2023. Globally Labs shut down research to finally stop experiment after 1304 incidents. Ooh, those are a lot of incidents. Users of Tomodachi new story feature, it needs a longer duration. A piece of halfling advice that's seared into my memory. It's pretty dark currently. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad story right now. I still need a happy couple. It wasn't sad so much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey's should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. We're just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Oops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Here we go. Starting off with 4 people. And I think they're married. Or this is before the marriage. Probably not. You all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Ticho. So it does. Now, shall we get this celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline? I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you talking about taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? No, we're keeping our last names, but I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. Aww, you always make me melt. Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times I must tell you? It was the city hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I would say no to something hot, for sure. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet chocolatey, but with some freshness to it, please, Ticho. Sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness. So that should be mint. Tomodachi, let's check. No delivery today. Check this out. Yeah, boy has started a new podcast for y'all. Wanna know more? Sorry, not sorry, you forgot to post a trailer. Here it is full. It is full for dropping at 8 PM. Oh, I thought maybe if we click on it we could get it. Do you like video podcasts? Here it is. DTR, down to right floor number 1. Mystery Adventure with my super co-host Rihanna Sheeran and the special surprise guest star Neko Chell. Go watch it now. Always influencers promoting each other. I mean, fair enough. Something new. I appeared as a guest star in this impromptu vlogcast. Check it out and have fun with us. Yeah, same link. Yep, and Rihanna Sheeran also does her part of just posting it. Very cool. Okay. But this is it, I suppose. I hope. But ladies and gentlemen, after midnight sounds like a good one, but especially with the fireworks. But ladies and gentlemen, about my studio light, because it is a studio light. I can change all the colors, you know, but do you like this? Is this better? Is this worse? Please tell me in the comments down below, because on the one hand I think, yeah, it is good, but the background is also a bit too dark or something. It is a bit too dark, maybe. But on the other hand, focus should be on me, right? Not on the background, like those lights. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm recording this in the summer. It is a bit hot. Oopsie. So yeah. Whoops. But yeah, let's serve it. I think this is it. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. A whiff of cool swirled charm as soup cone of intensity and a dash of fresh air for timeless late night celebrations. Definitely it, right? Let's also check the stories. Pygmalion. Usually we do the stories while we do it, but whatever. Let me also drink a little bit of water, so I'll be right back. And taking a little bit of water. Instead of taking a little bit of water, I went to take shit. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Either way though, Pygmalion Part 2 by Ralia Ahmed. October 2nd, 2023. He wrote me another sad thing for me. In this one, supposedly I was on a Ferris wheel where the love of my life decided to end things with me. The love of my life. Like it's not my decision to make. The guy, my writer, mate isn't who I love the most. Hell, he was just a barely fleshed out character with some dreamy words ready for me. The one who has won my heart is the person who made those dreamy words come out of his mouth. My writer, my creator, my Pygmalion. Pygmalion. My heart, I said, as if I actually had one. I was just some lines in some short stories made to entertain anyway. I was made to be fiction, a part of something way bigger. But hey, if I was just fiction, I might be as well flight for my own happy ending, right? Everything is possible in fiction after all. I want to write my own stories, an ending of my own choosing, built of my own effort. Isn't that what we all want in life? Do you think I can have my own happy ending? Have you found your own? Well, we can never find out if we don't try, right? And I'm not going down without trying, because this, my beloved readers, is my story. Not my writers, not yours, mine. Only I get to decide how my story goes, and I am sure I deserve a happy ending, don't we all? But hey, enough about me, what about you? Have you written your own stories yet? You're about to finish the game now. What will you do once you close the game? Are you going to play it from the beginning again? Do you think in your second playthrough the ending will be different? Is there a happier ending here? Have you decided on your own ending? That was a little message from the devs. But for the people who wonder, what are we going to do after we are done with this playthrough? Well, we're going to be achievement hunting, if you're interested, obviously. So definitely let me know in the comments if you're interested in some achievement hunting and in some bad endings, etc. I think just not giving items to people is also going to be pretty fun. But we might rush it a little more. I don't know. It's not going to be released directly after this one, though. I am sure about that, because currently I can tell you that at this time of recording, the only things I still have to record are these episodes to fill in the day, so I upload daily. And after that, I have loads of content just piled up to be put online. But because this series is, it just takes long to record and everything, and especially since it's summer, it's very hot, so I do not want to close my window, though I just did. And yeah, it just takes a lot of energy, a lot of everything, and it is a slow series to say it like that with recording. So I am having some problems with keeping it up, though I know this is one of the last episodes, or it is the actual last episode, something like that. We can actually... No, it is not the last. It is not the last. Okay. But yeah, then at least you know, right? Alright, hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. High praise from height. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Tycho? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night before meeting at the Maroon. That's very lyrical. Huh. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolves guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon if after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know, road vampires are much more my type. Hey, actually no, I'm not offended. Road vampire and proud of it. And that would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Tycho, maybe? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. In that case, thank you all for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys, and thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Here, here. You'll always be part of our lives now, Tycho. Absolutely. Sure to and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Oh, well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Baileys, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been doing very good friends to us. You've been a very good friend to us. I don't think we are forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Tycho, guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did, but despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as the joy in the family you're starting today. Aw, Gala. Thanks, man, really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. to the happy couple. Just married, complete Lua and Bailey's good story arc. We can also do the bad one eventually. Oh my god, what? What does it focus on? Does it really focus on those lights? Apparently. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Tycho, my dear Tycho, never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case you know. Oh? And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Kayla. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He is not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it. And never particularly tried to. People I assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it as a taste among others, Kayla. Sometimes I want to taste wine and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free Vermouth, homemade, some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolates. Whoa. When did you go to a place like that? A while ago, with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Hey, I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil and some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably universal donors and all that. Excuse me for the coughs. Some air went wrong or something. It was my spit that I... Either way though. Yuck. I think this is a joke. I hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys, and your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character, I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gayla is a softie. I'd say Gayla is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's in fury. If Tycho ever moves out, I'm out of my specialty. I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. Oh, you would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over, Your primary school friend, Bailey's. Marco? I thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses delightfully cliche? Isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Miss Wright. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds too. Ah yes, I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I'll have a little reward for you. Ooh, holy shit! Whoa! Jeez! A perfect shot! This is more than perfect! Whoa! Oh, look at this, bae. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly, thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it, I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... Ah no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Wright? Why, Tycho? You wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Tycho, I'm sure where would be without you. I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Wright. It would seem so. Ah, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obviously you're dying too. Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. There's really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde. And just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing, I could use the experience, so that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like a special redistribution to me. Right. So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house. And I've got the job. And I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. Hyde, the boss fits. Complete Hyde's good story arc. Yay. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch. So it's a process, but as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like from the two of you? We're not so sure yet, but we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless tomato chills scrolling to look at other people's home, and no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talk about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said that what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And happy Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what I'd do with my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to children. Child rearing. Well, I'm not in our couple. We've decided that we have kids. I'll be the stay-at-home dad. I'll still do some freelance work and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working, but I'll be taking care of the little ones and our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men would have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. And you two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller. Mrs. Ah, no, using my family's name when you feels wrong. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting, but none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. That's everyone's. I think. Tomodachi, Georgie, with a video. And we can actually not play it. Beautiful. Ah, excuse me. Sounds like I just found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he is really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans. We also all struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. That makes sense to me. I will say it though. I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one. He also makes my life a lot more interesting. And we just really get to each other after all this time. You know what I mean? Yes, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. Yeah. That's right. You know, he's got the way of finding good people. Hide, I mean. Like Tycho from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he's just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended you too. This chat right now, it's really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Ha, right back at you. Ah, listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Brr. It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, bae. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings aren't meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounded like lip service at the happy couple to avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Ah, maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Tycho? Are you referring to the goddess Tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic medieval elfin poetry, but I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but all of her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are the kind and gentle. They will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Ian and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Ian and finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived there. As days passed by, Ian started talking to Ray. They discussed the stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and young children, of families and old men. They talked of time and of eternities, and as much they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married. Both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Ian by then. But when Ian went to see their mother, the goddess, That old hag. I'll give her a chance, my love. She improves. Yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Ian, get married if you wish. But if you do not get married, then you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé. Yuck. And nobody's surprised at this point. Ian said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours, she was despondent and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye into the ground to look at Ian and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Ian. They were gardens of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Ian wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then, but the goddess' words, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Ian and Ray danced with it. And the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls onto you, you may live another year. And even as your hair turns grey and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend, tell her, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. I'm a bit tired. I'm just a little bit tired. Oh my god. Alright, let's keep going. Told you. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Ah, look here, it's at least another someone who is safe from the rain right now. Oof, that's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala, did he just shake the rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here though? Is he your cat, Tiro? Ah, no. But he's been around for a couple of times. I don't remember seeing him a week ago or some. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although, he was not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Would be the first. That's pretty much how you got high too. Would it want milk? Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something though, or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came another time, a few days ago, and he was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled than either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He had come a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight, messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something that we can't. That's just what we want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and gobbles. I was saying that reminds me of someone actually. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whatever I wanted, the walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about your decoration height. I am particularly in the sense of that I want it to look very good. But he's got no clue what to do to get it there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, you know, peak design trends. That car serves me right, thank you very much. I remember a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought that up, truth. Why don't you help out with decorating then, Gala? Oh, indeed. My job time. Your job time. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala's interior designing waking nightmare. Not true. I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. I, by the way, hope, since this is the one last, not the last, but one before the last day. I hope this is going to take 1.5 hours. Just really hope so. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp and feeling good and safe and home, it's a pretty rare in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key there. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space, and that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Diho. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That, and also you all are alright. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with our own stuff for a while. But I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whatever, in a week or a month or a year. I know it's gonna be a good time. Cheers to that. Here. Huh. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. Well, definitely pop by to give you news. And to get fury remedies. And to listen to in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. It stopped raining and they are all going. I think the rain is over. And we've kept you up for a while already, Tycho. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night cold. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Tycho. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's... Good night, Tycho. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good night's rest, Tycho. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Hey, Bay, what are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling Bessie and the butts. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose successes and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like to have a chosen hive. Ooh, deep one right there. To have a chosen hive. Wow. But alright, ladies and gentlemen. Next week is the last episode of Coffee Talk, Hibiscus and Butterfly. So, if you enjoyed, please come back next week. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, come back to the channel tomorrow. Because tomorrow we have new content. Yes, yes. Always, always. Alright, thank you so much for watching. And until next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.